Hello, congratulations on being ready to complete your degree for your application from the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Mississippi. This video is intended to assist you to complete it accurately, and we're going to walk through various aspects of the application. In order to prepare to fill out the application, besides obviously getting the application from Ventress Hall, you will also need to have a black pen on hand, and if you have any transfer credits, a red pen on hand. You will also need to print up an unofficial copy of your transcript and your transfer equivalency report if you have any transfer credits. Let's start out with how to fill out the top of the form. The date at the very top is the date that you are completing your application. So for this one, we're going to pretend this person is filling it out on August 31st, 2017. Then you are going to put in the month and the year that you are saying you would like to graduate. So this student is planning on graduating after the spring semester of 2018, so they're writing May 2018. The next line right here is determining which course catalog they should reference to determine whether you have successfully completed all of the requirements that were set out for your degree, your general education requirements, and your minor at the time that you entered the university. This is necessary because sometimes the requirements for degrees and minors and general education credits and overall credits changes. So this gives you an opportunity to say, this is the set of requirements that I am going to be judged upon. So typically this is going to be the catalog that was in effect the first semester that you entered the university. So for this student, they entered the university in 2014 and they will write 2014 at that line. Then you are going to give your full name. Please utilize your full formal name as it's found on your formal records for the University of Mississippi. Utilize your University of Mississippi ID number right here, and the email should be your at.go.olemiss.edu email address. Then provide a local mailing address and a local phone number in case they need to contact you regarding any issues on your application, and a permanent mailing address and home phone number. Because we're going through this for a psychology major, you'll write psychology here. If you have a second major, you will write your second major right here, and if it is a minor, you will write your second minor here. So this student we're going to walk through the example is majoring in psychology and minoring in history. And this student has some transfer credits. So let's start with inputting the transfer credits in. Transfer credits need to be in red. Make it very clear to the people that are going to be checking to make sure that you have satisfied all of the requirements that these are transfer credits, so they are able to quickly go to your transfer equivalency report and verify that this course was taken and this course was passed and that it satisfies the requirement that you are putting it in. So for example, this student took the equivalent of writing 101 at a community college, and at the community college they took it was named English 1113. So that goes in red, and then over in the hours portion, that was a 3-credit course. They ask that you not put both transfer and University of Mississippi courses on the same line. So if there's only one transfer course in that area, write that transfer course and the number of hours for that course. This student also took a biology lecture plus lab. It was titled Bio 1134 and was a 4-credit hour course that counted for one of the natural science general education requirements. That's lecture plus lab. And that's all of the transfer credits that this student took. But if you took other courses, you would put them in the correct locations. Now let's review what this student's completed general education section of the application looks like. In the composition and literature, that is where your writing courses and your English literature courses should go. And once you have written all of the courses that you took, you will add up the credit hours for those courses combined and write that in the hours column. As you can see, because this student has the transfer English, the writing and the English courses are all on one line because they request that transfer credits and credits from the University of Mississippi are not on the same line. Going to the modern or ancient language, you will write whatever language courses you took up to the 200 level to show them that you completed the requirement to have 6 credits at the 200 level. Next, your humanities. If you took more than one humanities class, you will only write 1 humanities that counted towards your general education requirements. Next, you will do 2 history courses, whatever 2 history courses you took, 2 social science courses. If you took social science courses other than psychology courses, go ahead and put those there. And if you did not, that's absolutely fine. I typically write the Psychology 201 and 202 in this section because you took those and that satisfies your general education requirements. Then you'll write whatever fine or performing arts requirement you completed, math, and next your natural science. Go ahead and combine your lecture and lab as this student did with Geology 101, 111. And then that combines to 4 credit hours. So as you probably noticed, this student has completed all of their general education requirements except for a final natural science lecture class. And you'll see later on that they are already enrolled for that class and it will be included on a different area of the application. Now let's look at what their major and minor and electives portion of the application looks like. You want to make this application as easy for the person reviewing it to see that you have completed all of your requirements as possible. Therefore, because we require everybody to take general psychology, Psychology 201, I go ahead and put that on one line. Let them know that you got your general psychology done. We also require all of our students to take psychology statistics. So go ahead and put Psy 202 on the next line. Then we require 3 core classes. This student actually took all 4 core classes, but we're going to make it as easy as possible by writing 3 core classes on the same line, the lab on the next line, and then the elective courses on the last line. You can write as many courses as you can fit on that line in a legible fashion. So if you have, let's say, you took 6 psychology electives, you could go ahead and put those all on that line and add up the hours that go towards that. This student is 1 course short of completing their psychology major because they need to take 1 more psychology elective. This student is minoring in history and they have 2 courses in history that they need to complete. And finally, any courses that do not go directly towards your general education, major or minor, will go under the electives completed. Make sure you use a unique line for each prefix. So the student took EDHE, only 1 EDHE class, so they write that on one line. They took 2 African American Studies classes, so they can combine those onto one line, and 1 additional Gender Studies class. Their first Gender Studies class satisfied a humanities credit, so they put that in the humanities under general education. You do not want to have any electives appear anywhere else on the application. But your major courses and minor courses, if those also satisfied a general education requirement, put them in both places. And going down, we can see that this student is already enrolled in classes for the first semester, so they have written the courses that they are currently enrolled in with actual numbers, and you'll see they're getting their final science out of the way, 1 of their histories, and they are taking an extra psychology elective. They only needed 1, but they're going to take 2. They're going to be in somebody's lab. Now, this student likely knows what they want to take in the spring semester, but they request that you not be more specific than necessary. So this student knows they need to take one more history elective at the 300 or above level. So that is denoted by 3 ? That can be a 300, 400, or 500 level course. It's just indicating that you are aware that the requirement that you need to satisfy during your second semester is a 300 level course. And then this student's electives could be at the 100, 200, 300, 400, or 500 level. It doesn't matter because they don't need to take them at that level. They just need those credits in order to satisfy the minimum amount of credits required to graduate with a BA in psychology, which is 120 credit hours. The final thing that you need to complete on your degree application is the advanced hours portion. You are going to rewrite every single course from the top of the application in this box. So courses in which you have already completed and you already have a grade, as well as courses that you are enrolled in and courses you plan on enrolling in. So you can see for this student, they've actually already taken all of these courses and passed all of these courses, but they are enrolled in Psychology 405 and enrolled in Psychology 465. They are enrolled in HIST 331, and they know they need to take HIST 3 ? And they're in a gender studies at the 300 level, and they've already taken a gender studies at the 300 level. Again, because history changed the prefix, that's why we've got 2 lines, HIS and HST. They're both history courses. So you'll write as many as you've taken. If you went over the 40 hours required at 300 or above, that's absolutely fine. This student did. Absolutely fine. You just need to make sure you at least meet that 40-hour requirement. So this is what a completed application looks like. Obviously, you need to fill in all of this information as well. And then you'll bring your completed application, your unofficial transcript, and a copy of your transfer equivalency report, if that is relevant, to your advisor for your advisor to look over everything and sign and date. Then it will go to the psychology department chair to sign and date, and then you will need to come pick up all of that material and bring it over to Ventris Hall. One other thing to note is if you plan on taking any summer courses instead of during the second semester or intersession courses, you'll put those here, and if you plan on taking any correspondence courses, you'll put those there. Do not fill out anything about the hours or the GPA. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I look forward to reviewing your application.